Hello students, this is Rekha Dalal back once again. I want to convey you that something went wrong with the Zoom class. We could conduct only half. So I hope rest of the things which were left in that Zoom class will be cleared here in this video. So we were discussing that poetic devices used in the poem The Wind, or Wind we can say. So Wind, who is the poet? By Subramania Bharati. As I told you, it was written in Tamil, and later on by A.K. Ramanujan it was translated into English. So let us discuss the poetic devices. In the previous video of the poem The Road Not Taken, we discussed about the rhyme scheme, and I hope this way of finding out the rhyme scheme is clear to everyone. So here, rhyme scheme of the poem Wind. Children, there is no particular rhyme scheme in this poem. It means if you will see, just a minute. If you will see the last word of this poem, each line, last word, you can say softly, windows, papers, shelf, down. So not a single word is rhyming with each other. In such cases, when the words like this, softly, windows, paper, shelf, not a single word is rhyming with each other, it means the poem is written in the free verse. It means the poem is written in the free verse. So next is rhyme scheme is clear of this poem. Then the next is alliteration. The second is alliteration. As we discussed in the last poem also, alliteration means when a consonant sound repeats first letter, first consonant of a word repeats twice or more than twice in a line. Like here we can see strong, fire, roar and flourish. So here the consonant F sound is being repeated. So here we can say the repetition is used. And one more example in the poem, wind god winnows. So W and W. Again here V sound is being repeated. So we can say that here also alliteration is used. Third is metaphor. The third poetic device is used in this is metaphor. Metaphor means, as we discussed, like there is an indirect comparison. Like here, the strong wind. Here in this poem, the strong wind is being compared to the hardships of life. It means strong wind represent difficult situations of life, challenges of life, hardships of life. It means when some word like strong wind also cause destruction, the same way hardships of life also break us in some or the other way. So we can say that metaphor is used here. The next is number 4, personification. As its name suggests, that person, there is a word person, from that personification is there. So personification means when human qualities are given to non-living things or to some objects. Like here we can say his friendship is good, we praise him every day. So here the poet is representing he is the personal pronoun and is giving he this personal pronoun that is used for a boy or a man to wind. So here he is given his, or we can say him or he, that is the personal pronoun and given to wind. So he is representing wind using he. So here we can say the personification is a poetic device that is used here in the poem. It means the wind is personified. Personified means human qualities are given to wind. Understood? Next is repetition, that also we have discussed in the previous. Here the word crumbling is used again and again in line 9 and 10. If you will see in your poem, in line 9 and 10, the word crumbling. In 9 also crumbling at least 3 times. and in the next line also. So here crumbling, the whole, where the whole word repeats in a line twice or thrice, that means repetition is there. Fine. The next is anaphora. What is the next poetry device used here? Anaphora. Anaphora also we discussed in the previous point. Fine. So you can see in line 2, 3 and 4. आप अपनी poem जब खोलेंगे तो you will see there line 2, 3 and 4. So word don't is used in consecutive 2 or 3 lines. Don't is used here in consecutive 3 lines. It means here anaphora is used. Anaphora means where a word, complete word is used in 2 or 3 lines in the beginning. The same word is used in the beginning of 2 or more than 2 lines is called anaphora. So don't break, don't scatter, don't throw. And the same anaphora is also used in line number 6, 7, 8. You tore, you brought, you are. So the word you is used in consecutive 3 lines. So we can say that here anaphora is used. Understood? And the last poetry device used here is symbolism. Symbolism. So here symbol, how can we say symbolism? Because here wind, poem wind or the strong winds, destructions are given in the poem to show that how challenges and difficult situations in life destroys us, destructs us, or harm us. So here wind is the symbol of challenges and difficult situations of life. So here symbolism is used when something gives a symbol to something else. So here, as we discussed when I taught you the poem, wind is the symbol of challenges and difficult situations of life. Fine. I hope the poetry devices of the poem wind is clear to everyone. So I am giving you the PDF of also the same. You have to write it in your notebook. Fine. And I will also provide the LO. And I will also give some exercise regarding this. I hope this is clear, and we will have the next Zoom class on 24th at same time at 10 AM. Kindly be disciplined and don't draw anything on the screen. Though I will also try to stop it from my settings, but still if it is not done, so nobody will be drawing anything, nobody will be writing anything, nobody will be speaking anything during that class. Though I will mute everyone, still sometimes if I unmute you, it means I want to ask something from you, right? So please behave like good students and hope the next class will be the better one. Thank you.